So there are 11 official languages in South Africa, and English is one of them. And where I served in the Western and the Eastern Cape, there are other 2 languages that are part of the 11 official languages. That's Xhosa and Afrikaans. Okay, so Afrikaans is kind of similar to Dutch. Okay, and I didn't worry myself so much learning that because it was too difficult for me. You know, to ask someone how are you is handed. You know, it requires a lot of effort. You know, so and also if you'll be good in Xhosa, it depends on where you serve as a missionary. If you serve a lot in the townships where the Xhosas are, you'll be acquainted with the Xhosa language a lot more than Afrikaans. And if you also serve in the Afrikaans area, that is the white areas as missionaries called, you also get to learn more of the Afrikaans. So there was this white elder, from Alabama. He was so good in the Xhosa language. We call him the township elder. The township elder, because he was so good with Xhosa. But I can introduce myself in Xhosa for the South Africans who are watching me. Those who know me, know how I usually introduce myself, to them. So in Xhosa, Istukusam. sorry. I gained a tribal name, that they all have names that like tribal names. So mine was Ngwevu. So I always introduce myself with that. Istukusam Mdala Marty. My name was Eda Marty. So the Eda, they call it Mdala. So Istukusam, Ngwevu. Okay, and when you want to ask someone how you doing, Unjani, and then you respond Pilile, and then Unjani Wena, how are you also doing? Okay, and one of my favorite words was Indilambile. That means I'm hungry. So if you want a member to feed you, want a South African to feed you, then go Indilambile. And indeed, anyway, I'm tired. Okay. One of the words that we heard a lot was Gaina. So when you knock at someone's door, come in, say Gaina, Gaina. So we heard that a lot and was very familiar with that. And as for the Afrikaans, I can't speak to save my life. Yeah, all I can is Okhandit. That's how are you. And Lekaslap. Like when you get fed and you want to show appreciation, like a slap. I like it very good. So that's 2 of the only few Afrikaans that I can say. But with the Xhosa, I can have a mini conversation, just a short conversation. I can understand when you speak to me, but kind of difficult for me to respond back in the Xhosa language. They have a lot of clicks in it. You meet someone and he will be called Ambili. So when you introduce the gospel to, maybe, for instance, invite him to pray, Brother Ambili, would you offer a prayer? That sounds weird, right? Yeah, so, but it's their names. They have clicks in their names. They have clicks in their language, and they are loving people. They love to give hugs, and I love that. It makes you feel welcome, makes you have some sense of belonging, that you have a family that you are part of.